What's a rule your employer implemented that backfired terribly? Once upon a time, there was an auto repair shop. They had about 6 bays and a good average turnaround rate. They were doing pretty well. One day when the new manager was walking around, however, he noticed something shocking. There was a guy reading a magazine. He wasn't working on a car or helping customers. He was just sitting behind a counter, eating up profits with his hourly rate. He knew full well who this guy was. This was the parts guy. When the mechanics needed a part, an oil filter, a water pump, brake pads, etc., they'd go to the parts counter and request it. The parts guy would retrieve it from the shelves and give it to them. If the part didn't work out, they'd give it back to him and ask for a different one. If they didn't have the requisite part, he'd order it. He'd also order commonly used parts when they started getting low. He kept the parts shelves nice and tidy. But here he was in the middle of the workday, just sitting there. How often was he just sitting there? The new manager was determined to find out. So, over the course of the next week, the manager tracked how much time the parts guy worked and how much time he just spent sitting around, chomping away at profits. He determined that 80% of the time,